People with a good heart are not always loud. They don't always show it publicly. They don't always talk about it. But in small moments, it shows in how they speak, in how they treat others, in how they react. And if you pay attention, you will see it. People with a good heart feel deeply. They care about people, about situations, about emotion. Even things others ignore affect them. Sometimes, too often, they think about others. Before themselves, they help, they support, they give, even when it costs them. They don't do good things for recognition. They don't need applause. They act quietly because their intention is pure. Holding anger feels heavy to them, so they forgive. Not because they forget, but because they want peace. Even when others don't, they see potential. They give chances. They trust, sometimes too much. They don't like deception. They value truth, even when it is uncomfortable, because honesty is part of who they are. Empathy, they can feel that others feels. They understand emotions, and that makes them kind. Helping others feels natural. So saying no feels difficult, even when they should, because they care deeply. They also get hurt deeply. Small actions, small words can affect them. When things go wrong, they reflect. What is my fault? Did I do something wrong? Even when it's not true. They pray for peace, calm, understanding, resolution. Conflict drains them. Even when others don't, they stay. They support, they remain. People think they are weak, but they are not. Kindness is strength. Choosing good in a difficult world. Having a good heart is a gift, but without boundaries, it becomes a burden. There comes a moment when being kind starts to hurt. There comes a moment when being kind starts to hurt. You give, you support, you care, but you feel empty. And you ask yourself, why does being good feel so heavy? That moment is the beginning of awareness. This is a hard truth. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone values your heart. Some people take advantage. Some people don't appreciate. Some people only receive but never give. And running this changes everything. Kindness is powerful, but without limit, it becomes harmful to you. Because giving everything leaves you with nothing. Saying no does not make you a bad person. It makes you a balanced one. Not what disrespects you, not what takes too much, because protecting yourself is necessary. You don't have to prove your kindness. You don't have to give everything. Give wisely, not endlessly, because value is in balance. If you don't respect yourself, others won't. You choose yourself too. Your time, your energy, your peace, because your heart matters. Not everyone feels like you. Not everyone values your kindness the same way, and accepting this prevents disappointment. You don't have to become cold. You don't have to stop caring. You just have to become stronger. Kind but aware. Open but protected. Energy is limited, so use it carefully. Where you go, who you give to, and what you allow, because your energy shapes your life. If someone hurts you, it is not always your fault. Not everyone will treat you well, and that does not mean you are wrong. Not everyone should have full access. Your time, your attention, and your heart. Choose carefully. As you grow, your kindness becomes smarter. You don't give blindly, you give intentionally. There are people who will see you, who will appreciate you, who will respect your heart, and those people are worth your energy. Imagine yourself still kind, but strong. Still caring but protected. No more being drained, no more being used. Just balanced. So listen carefully. Having a good heart is not a weakness. It is a gift. But even gifts need protection. So don't lose your kindness. Refine it. Protect it. Guide it. Respect it. Because one day you will realize your kindness was never the problem. You just needed to protect it.